The year my dad died, the crisis started back home. The Anglophone crisis started back home. This cost me. I could not go back to school due to this. That same year, I realized something had changed. Everything, everything had changed for me. Nobody had ever taught me what money really was. Not my school, not the society, not my family, not my mom, not my dad. Nobody at all. Nobody always gave me the same process of how money should be gotten and how it should be used. Invest, work hard, get paid, invest, buy assets. But nobody told me what not to do with money. And that gap has cost my family, myself, and many other young Africans out there. So my name is Bisong Gislen, and this is African Stoic. This channel exists for one reason: to tell you everything they forgot to tell you. So I grew up in Cameroon, West Africa, Cameroon, middle class family, four boys, one girl. My parents made sure we never lacked any. Our fees were always paid on time. We never lacked. There was always food on the table. We always had clothes on our backs. From the outside, everything looked so good. But in 2015, when I lost my dad, he was the backbone of everything. And when he left, I saw how fragile a family's finances can be without having any plan behind them. We went from stability to survival almost overnight. Then next thing came with the Anglophone crisis. I could not go back to school. I was stuck at home for I think 2 years. The curfews, there was no movement, there was no income. Actually, the future just looked dark in front of me. By 6 p.m., as a male, as a guy, as a boy, you could not really move. It was risky in the part where, because we were at the heart of the conflict at that time. During this time, I managed to leave. I joined a multi-level marketing program, MLM. Not because I believed in it. I really don't believe multi-level marketing, but because I just needed to do something. You know, I needed to find the direction at that time, and that was what was available, and so I had to do it. And that helped expose one of my core qualities that I have, that is speaking to people. I could speak in front of 150 people, 100, and we got sales. I could do one-on-one talk with the people, and I carried this with me throughout. And eventually, my brother who was abroad, he threw me a lifeline. So I abroad, and nothing could have prepared me for the cultural shock. That is the mixture of cultures. It was so overwhelming, and the architecture, the different way of doing things, the different way the government functions, and most especially the amount of wealth I could see physically in front of me. This was not on Instagram, this was not on TV, this was actual wealth in front of me. And that is where my real education began. That is where I started my learning process. This was not in a classroom, but this was through observation, through reading, and also through the many mistakes I made and what I saw the mistakes others around me made. Now, all this combined together, they helped me change my mindset and everything that I was taught about money. And I started reading different books, um, mostly financial help books and strategy books, and as well as self-help books. Some few examples are the Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's very popular. Um, Doing It Big or Thinking Big by Femi Otedola. You have the Millionaire Next Door. Um, um, you have, I think, many other books that I read through. The thing is, most of us back home don't think that these books really have things to help us with. But when I read these books and compared it to our lives back home, I discovered that the way we think about money as Africans and the way we're raised to think about it's a broken system. We earn, but we don't build, just survive. You know, we do not plan. We we send money home, but we don't build any systems. We we believe that money is something that comes and goes. We don't believe that money is that we can direct with intent. So I'm still in debt right now. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've figured it out yet or I've made it. I will make it soon though. I'll make it soon, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you, um, or I'm not going to stand up high up on a mountain and say, yeah, I made it. I'm still in debt at this point in time, but now I can tackle it with a whole different mindset. And this is why I believe I can help or I can speak because I have experienced it. I'm not in the mountain, I'm still in the trenches, but I'm two steps ahead. So I can help those who are not yet in this situation so they don't get into this. And if you're already in the situation, I can share what has helped me get out of the worst part of the situation. Remember, I'm not here to tell you that I made it. No, not yet. But soon maybe, but not yet. I'm here to tell you what almost broke me, what almost took me out of the game so that it does not happen to you. Or if it's happening to you, how can we avoid it? So every week I'm going to be bringing real conversations, book breakdowns through an African lens, finance lessons that very few people have decided to teach or nobody at all, philosophy that actually applies to our daily lives and the raw truth to do with what not to do with your time, your money, and your mindset. So if this resonated with you, if you saw yourself in my position, or if you understood, if you related with what I said or with this story that I've just shared, then subscribe and follow whatever platform you're on so that you can stay close. Because what I'm here is I'm trying to build a community, not just a channel, a community which Africans who decide to think differently, to look at things differently, can come together and work together for a better future. The next video, I'm going to be breaking down the African money mindset, where it comes from and why it keeps us only in the survival mode, and what the next step will look like. So this is African Stoic. You have to think better, move smarter, and build a real life.